Okay, we play against the same opponent again. This time we play the Sicilian. And I want to play it rather quickly. I mean, if you look at the other videos, you've seen this setup quite a lot. And we switch from the so-called knight off now to the Scheveningen, where this move is a bit unusual. So in either you play something like bishop g5 without e2, or you play this setup with f4 and bishop e3, or f3 and bishop e3. So this bishop is not that good here on g5. So he wants to castle long, I guess. Okay. Let's see if really castles long. Sometimes, for example, you can also try to play knight e4. If I play h6 and he plays bishop h4, I can play knight to e4. And if he takes, I take here. He takes my queen. I take back. And I'm down a piece. Not good. Let's play queen c7. Yeah, but now, what about it? It's now I play it h6. So and now the idea is to play knight e4. Didn't he see it? Or was it his intention to sacrifice something later on? Let's say I take here. He needs to take. I take the bishop. He can play maybe knight e6. I take, and then taking here. Looks interesting, you know what I mean? So let's say I take on e4. I win a pawn. He takes my knight. I take his bishop. So I'm simply a pawn up. This knight is strong because it looks at d6. So if he sacrifices his knight on e6, I take back, and he makes a check here. But I think it's not enough for him. So let's play. And after, if he doesn't sacrifice, I play knight, bishop e7 or d5, and I'm simply a pawn up. It's true that I'm in some kind of defensive position now, but I mean, I'm ready to suffer a couple of moves, and if I survive, I'm just a pawn up in an endgame, and there's just one possible winner in this game. Then it's either draw or I win. But next move, I mean, white is ahead in development, so I need to get my bishop out very quickly, and I need to castle. And this bishop also looks a bit lost here on h4. But you can see that he's now really thinking quite hard, because he knows if he doesn't hurry up, he might get into trouble. Maybe he's thinking about playing knight e6 now. Yeah, okay, but I thought I can just take it.
Check.
And I thought this knight is not very good here. Let's see, what does he want to do? Queen c5. Then I play queen b4, and then I play queen c5. Oh no, queen c5 would have lost because of rook d7. I think this was close. Okay, let's analyze it later. Now I need to get out my pieces. So the bishop. What do I do with my bishop? Let's play knight c5. want to protect this. Okay, get my bishop back, and then next move is bishop d7. I think it would be very, very tough for him to play something like b4. Now I want to lose up this a little bit here. Another idea is maybe just to play something like rook e8 and even sacrificing the exchange. He really plays it, okay. That's interesting, because I mean I have a lot of play now.
Check.
I always threaten something like maybe like I can play already a bishop c3 afterwards, because if he takes, I take back, it's a check. Do I have more? But I don't want more, it's okay. Well, let's do this. I want to exchange some pieces.
Check.
Yeah, and afterwards I take on d1. So should I take here? But he plays king b2. I don't need to take it now. Maybe I should play rook c8 first. Yeah, he can play f5 now, but
White resigns.
So this game, I would say, is all about sometimes taking the difficult part of defense, or the risk to be in the defense, and that's what was happening around around here. Okay, when I played this, I needed to see this move e6 in advance. So e6 was a possibility, and I thought it's true that white has strong attack, but I thought my defensive should be strong enough. So I was willing to suffer a bit to get a position that is won later on. And it looks terrible, my position, because the king is in the center. All white's pieces are really looking strong onto my king. And yeah, this is true. But I thought I can survive this, and if I survive this, I will win the game. And that was also what was happening in the game. So you don't need to win always in a beautiful attack. Sometimes you just grab material and you let your opponent attack you, but he needs to prove that the attack is winning. So white was not able to prove that the attack was winning. Maybe there were some chances, but it's always difficult, because just imagine you were right, and then you need to find something, because he knew all the time that if he doesn't mate me, if he doesn't get my king, the game is lost. So there's a lot of pressure on white. So sometimes just be willing to take the risk to get mated if you have a good chance of survival, and that in the end you will win the game.